All right, guys. I think we're live. Um, this is crazy. I'm threw together real quick live setup here. We're traveling. We've been traveling for the last 4 months, really. But anyways, do together a live setup. Want to talk a little bit? Just yeah, do some things, some thoughts. Um, anyone hops on, we'll go ahead and let you intervene too. But anyways, these are just some random thoughts right now. That being said. The stream production is going to be a little wonky, but let me go ahead and see if I can get to our intro. All right, guys. Well, I am enjoying playing around and getting better at these streaming situations. I just wanted to let you guys know that I did figure out the whole way to bring your comments in. So I can go ahead and click a little button, pops up with your comment, and I can move that. So yeah, if you have something you want to say, catching this live, go ahead and shoot in a comment. We'll pull it up on the screen. But um, yeah, I'm just thinking a lot about everything going on right now, and since we are live, and just trying to see what what I can do with the YouTube channel, and trying to become more regular at this YouTube channel. There's been a lot of talk these days about war, about refugees, and I just thought, you know what, let's hop on here and let's chat about it. Let's just talk and see what, I don't know, maybe we can help everyone think about this a little bit uh, from a different perspective, or from a more biblical perspective or Christian perspective. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up just real quick some information that I found really interesting. Let me see if this will work for me here. All right, so you should be able to see here my screen. And I found it interesting because these stats that you're seeing here are the number of refugees leaving the Ukraine. And we see right now Poland, a neighboring country, bordering country, has received over 1.5 million people. And then you just see them various European countries have received reduced amounts of people: Hungary, Slovakia, Russia, Federation, Republic of Moldova, and so on and so on. First off, I just gotta say, I have been shocked by the amount of people that have responded to this refugee crisis. I was listening to various news throughout this week, and one reporter actually just said it out loud that it is easier to welcome Ukrainian refugees because they look like other Europeans and they have a similar culture to other Europeans. Um, and totally, just emphasizing and highlighting the contrast of refugees from Africa, refugees from the Middle East are rarely received and welcomed the way that the whole world, but primarily the Eastern European countries, are welcoming in Ukrainian refugees. Don't get me wrong, I am really glad that they're responding this way. But I found that very interesting, that even media outlets are highlighting this fact. It was actually one of my first reactions to what was going on. It was just, you know, there's so many people coming through, and you can just see here how many people from when it started were coming in and coming in and coming in. And it's slowed down, but it's also slowed down because it's been such a tumultuous last few days. It's gotten more intense. Many of us would have hoped it would have slowed down. There's been um, less opportunity, and it's just everything's getting backed up. In some places, I was watching. It's dangerous to even try and get out because of the bombings that are going on. Honestly, this has only happened in the month, the last couple of weeks, so you can see the number of people getting involved here, getting out. The refugees of half a million and nearly 2 million in March already, and we're only March 11th right now. So just wanted to show, that real quick because I found that very interesting. There are lots of different reasons why people claim refugee asylum in different countries, and moving around the globe and getting to a new country has become easier and easier in many ways over time. I've met with people that refugee asylum just because they wanted a better life. Their country had nothing to offer them, so there was no reason for them to stay citizens of their country. They forfeited that to receive refugee status in another country. But then again, I've known people that have been beaten, persecuted politically, political reasons, and so they have to flee and get to another country. There's people that have, like we're expressing now, their life is in danger. There's a war on their land, and so they leave to go to another country. The list goes on and on and on. But what we think, I don't know if it's forgotten or just not even talked about, is the fact that the people, the refugees, they're actually people. They're people that had a life. They're people that had dreams, had aspirations. They're people that were trying to accomplish something. They're people that are intelligent. They're people that are smart. They're skilled. Too often, I've heard people talk about the refugees, the refugees, as if there's only one that means something. That means that they're all a certain type of way or a certain characteristics, but they don't. They really don't. It's nothing, it has nothing to say about who they are as a person. It's only to say that their political status out of a refugee. So I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, how often do we throw around this term refugee, but not really understand that those are people, and just like you and me, they want to have the best life they can have. Really, that's what they want. That's what we all want. We all want to live the best life we can. So we're all trying to figure out what that looks like and what that means. So, so it's just ironic. No, I don't know, it's not the right word. So I just find actually to when people use that wrong, ironic, and now I'm thinking of them. Anyways, but what I'm trying to say is it's an opportunity. I was talking to my brother when we talked about it's not a refugee crisis, opportunity. For example, there's countries like ours in America, but other countries as well, where there's a shortage of workers in various areas, various um, trades and whatnot. Leverage the refugee coming in. Help them. Learn the qualifications needed to perform that skill, perform that trade, and employ them. I look at Italy, and there's so much that could be done in Italy, from the standpoint of just public work, taking care of the roads, taking care of the um, parks, helping with some of the industry as far as like um, the factories and the trash, all these different things that could be opportunities to employ refugees, people coming to your country to seek refuge, provide employment for them through here, allow them to rebuild their life in your country. I think when we stop looking at this as a weight, as a you know, woe is me, or we're bad for our country, they're gonna steal our jobs, they're gonna bring bad religions into our country, all the random stuff that people can think of. We should think of it as an opportunity. How can we leverage this? How can we help them make a better life for themselves? And how can they help contribute to our country becoming a stronger country? Because when I go around, I see more and more people complaining about the wages. There's more and more people being understaffed, more and more people putting up signs looking for workers. So there's definitely not a shortage of work in this country. I'm talking about America now. There's definitely a shortage of opportunity and land to put people. There's vast areas of our country where there's just no people. Plenty of space to put people. Why don't we look at this as an opportunity? An opportunity. Let's for a second, let's just take aside our faith. As you guys know, this is a channel where we talk about the world and comment on what's happening from a Christian perspective. But take that aside. Even from just a non-religious perspective, this is an opportunity. An opportunity. Then from a Christian perspective, the opportunity is even greater because our Bible tells us that God wants us to care for the foreigner in our land. He wants us to do that. So that it's an opportunity to bring our God glory. Show the world that the God of the Bible is a God that cares for all people, not just him, all people. Let's take a look at what's going on over in Europe, and let's take a look at the timeline. So, as you see here, is February 24th when the assault began. Basically, the response from the people in Ukraine was, we have to protect our land. We have to all pitch in. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're able-bodied and you're willing, pick up a weapon and defend your country. The rest of the world keeps doing these funny things in days to follow sanctions and trying to slow down the money and stuff, but it doesn't really seem to be having that big of an effect. I mean, it's definitely having an effect, but not nearly as much. You just see that it just keeps, it slowly just keeps going and going and going. There's more people, more death, more problems happening. Hundreds of people have died. And thousands of people have been injured. So we see in these last, at the end of February, um, and a kind of symbolic move, as they state here in Al Jazeera. Ukraine basically tries to become part of the EU. They're trying to say, look, if we're part of the European Union, can you guys then help us more? Can you put people to help us when we get some, not just, you know, distinctions and these things that you remember, can we get after like physical help? Um, and that process would take forever. But that process would take forever, but let's go ahead and see what else keeps happening. Um, as it continues to grow, that there's all these things and the money that they're trying to do, but all of what you see in this map, the orange is where Russian planes can no longer fly. So what Russia's doing is it's closing itself off to the rest of the world, not the entire world, but a large chunk. And that is making tensions rise um, among everybody, really, but primarily amongst um, the Russians. And more people cut them off, the more they have to stick to their plan of fighting, trying to take over Ukraine. Okay, this was an interesting map here. The number of well, before I talk about this, I just want to remind you, if you would like to chat, if you have questions, you want to talk about something, you want to share something, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section, and I can pull that up on the screen. That would be I would love to do that. But anyway, going back to particular this particular screen, what you're seeing here is that over 141 countries voted to condemn this Russian attack. Majority of the world is not for this attack. Okay, let's just make that clear. But a majority of the world is not for this attack. But my question is the majority of the world ready to intervene? I didn't think of this ahead of time. But what this is kind of reminding me of is a little bit the situation of um, the Good Samaritan. This is what this is reminding me of. Seems like right now, all the people walking by are just looking and not helping. And someone has an opportunity to step in and say, you know what, I'm going to help. We're going to step in. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to ride this out with you. And we're going to put our hands and our feet in action. I don't know. Just something to think about. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about why all of this is so interesting. And all of this is having such an impact on our lives. Um, Largely, it's technology. So, for example, I never ever watch cable television. I don't have my TV even connected to cable television. However, I get on YouTube, I get on social media, and I look up news. And I like that because I can look up news from a varied perspective. So I can connect and look at the CNN YouTube channel, and then go look at the Fox YouTube channel, and then go look at the Reuters YouTube channel, and then I can go look at the Al Jazeera YouTube channel website. And I can go around and get information from varied perspective. The way technology and exponentially spreading information, good and bad, right or wrong information, true or false information. It's spreading it. And so I think we're in a unique time to leverage the spread of information at such a rapid pace, so wide, through technology, through social medias, through just the internet. We need more people spreading correct, true information. This is a whole uh, this should be a whole video in and of itself. But Christians that claim and hold tightly to the truth, and then you're wanting to see, to not see, to pursue truth and in all things, should want to voice the truth through social media, through all these different things, because that's how you connect with people. That's how you get information out to people. So I think there's a huge opportunity to use the leverage technology to spread the truth. And I think it's interesting to see in this war, basically, to see the president of Ukraine using video, using technology. Hey, look, guys, I'm here. I'm still with you. I'm not leaving. We're fighting this together. The way he rallied up the people to say, we're in this together. Not them behind the desk, not in the bunker. Like, we're out and we're gonna stand our ground. I mean, I think that alone has been shocking to the rest of the world, but shocking even more to Russia, which I think is gonna be full of a courageous leader. I'm gonna close the stream, but I want to thank you guys for whoever does watch this. And I know the video quality is not amazing. I don't know about the audio quality. I'm gonna listen right now and see how that goes, but I just wanted to hop on. I want to try and get better and more at getting on here, and I decided to go ahead and put this up just because house is quiet and everyone's in bed, and I said, you know what? I don't have my camera. I don't have my microphone, but I can throw together with my laptop and cell phone and just see what I can make of it. So, anyways, thank you for tuning in. Please leave comment, like, subscribe, give me feedback, give me topic, whatever. And ultimately, my goal would be for this to become more of an interview, more of a conversation to where I get guests brought on and stuff, but I'm not there yet. So right now it's just me ranting, talking, compared to my naive, small thoughts on all this stuff. But anyways, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys at the next one.